Hello, hello, hello! What's happening, everybody? MCOC Droid does back again for another video on Marvel Contest of Champions. So it is, for me, still Sunday the 3rd. It is evening time, but as of a couple hours ago, the 2019 Lunar New Year event has officially kicked off. For those who have missed it in years past, Kabam has done this a few times now, where tying it in with the Chinese New Year, this year's Year of the Pig, they do an event. It's a kind of a two-tiered event that has a special event calendar and a alliance gifting event revolving around it as well. So for those who maybe are relatively newer to the game, or you just didn't get a chance to participate in years past, I am going to go ahead and do a full breakdown of the event, as well as talk about some things that are different from last year, one that's a tiny bit worse for some reason, one that's definitely better, one that, at least as I'm recording this portion of the video, I don't really know anything about. And I will explain all of that later on. So this was the in-game mail that we got earlier. It actually references this Deadpool-related Valentine's Day event, I guess, that's coming in a couple of weeks or about a week and a half or so. Don't really know anything else about it just yet, aside from literally what you see right there. But we'll just have to wait and see. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the Year of the Pig Lunar New Year special event. So this was the in-game mail that we got today, literally right at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is convenient for me. That's my time zone, so it always lines up nicely. It's essentially the time when the daily calendars reset. So again, that's 4 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, etc., etc. So I pulled an image from Trucos's event page from last year, and as you can see, if you look at the top right there, it is exactly the same in terms of the introductory mail. So it has one of the greater red envelopes, eight of the red envelopes, 8 of the red envelope tickets, and since this is a gifting event, well, part of it is a gifting event, as you can see here, they do include a temporary gifting badge for anybody who, you know, is maybe free to play or hasn't gotten up to the level where the offer unlocks for some of the unit packs to get the gifting and conversion badges. They do this for you, which is nice. It's always a nice touch. And another nice touch about this, while this is a temporary gifting badge, so it will go away at the end of the event, like any other time they give it out, you can gift any item you want that's normally available if you had a gifting badge. Now, they won't count towards the Alliance event, but if you ever wanted to gift some friends or Alliance members or stuff like that, some items, this would be the time to do it if you don't normally have a gifting badge. So just a little extra tip in case you are curious about that. So again, exactly the same. You get 8 of the regular envelopes, 1 of the greater envelopes, and 8 of the tickets, and we'll talk about all that in a moment. Just looking at the descriptions, it does seem like these envelopes are probably exactly the same as last year, at least in terms of what you can get. Perhaps the amounts have gone up from last year, who knows? As you can see, I have not claimed any yet. I haven't opened anything yet. And most likely I won't until the end of the event or later on towards the end when I know that there's not going to be anything else coming in. So I will just go ahead and claim that right there. As you can see, I've already had a few gifts from friends and alliance mates and fellow YouTubers. So I will be keeping everything organized, and I'll talk about that at the end of the video as well. So if we go ahead and take a look at the login calendar, this looks pretty similar to last year as well. Again, today was day 1, so we started right off the bat with a free greater red envelope. And as you can see, scattered throughout the next 2 weeks, you have a bunch of premium shards, 3-star shards, 4-star shards. You have a good amount of the red tickets, the red envelope tickets, which I will talk about in a moment as well. You have some units, you have some gold. And then the slight change, and this is the positive one. Let me go ahead and pull up the image one more time, and I'll see if I can now focus on the calendar portion of it, since we've already talked about the in-game mail. So last year, as you can see, day 13 was 888 5-star shards. And then the top prize, if you made it all the way to the end without missing a day of logging in, was 8 generic 5-star 6 stones, which, you know, again, this is all for free. This is just logging in. It was nice, you know. We all could always use extra generic 6 stones for 5 stars. Me, myself, personally, I would love to throw them into Beardo, potentially Blade, Aegon if I ever get him. But there are always champs that you can use these stones on. So that's nice. So it was a nice top prize, and it was a solid calendar. Fairly similar to the 2017 calendar, but, you know, I'll take it. You know, it was, like I said, it was all free. This year, as you can see, they moved those 6 stones to day 13, so it's still 8 of them, and it's still generic for 5-star, but it's day 13. And then day 14 is the 5-star shards, and they added an extra 1,000 on top of that. So almost 2,000 5-star shards for free, just for logging in, which you would hopefully normally be doing every day anyway. So that's nice. It's a nice little boost right there. Certainly can't complain about extra 5-star shards, especially not for free. So that's the good bump that we know about so far. So how does this whole thing work? Well, again, the other main part of this is the gifting event. So as you can see, you have to contribute a total of 60 points minimum. For any of the milestones, honestly, even just the top one right there, you only have to contribute 60 points individually in order to be eligible for it. As you can see, I am not eligible for anything yet because I have not gifted anything yet. As I said, I want to, you know, organize everything and start it out towards the end of the event, figure out where the tickets are going to go to. So how do you get points? Pretty simple. Like I said, literally the only thing that you can get points for are these red envelopes. And those come from the red envelope tickets, which again, as I mentioned, you got 8 from that introductory in-game mail, and then you get 24 more throughout the course of the event. As you can see on days 4, 7, and 11, you get 8 more tickets on each of those days for a total of 24 from the calendar. So a grand total of 32 of these red envelope tickets. Now again, these gift out the red envelopes, not the greater red envelopes, so just the regular one for those. And you can gift them to whoever you want. Again, alliance members, friends, whoever you so choose to gift, have at it. And again, everyone gets a temporary gifting badge, so if you don't have one already, you can still participate. So what does that mean? Presuming you have a full alliance of 30 members, as you can see, there are 8 milestones total of different point values, the top being 15,000 points. So if you have 30 members, that means each member has to contribute 500 points on average. I mean, of course, you know, all you have to do is contribute 60 points to be eligible for all of the milestones, which is a grand total of 2. All you have to do is gift 2 of the envelopes. Why you wouldn't gift more, I have no idea, but in theory, bare minimum, all you have to do is contribute 2 or gift out 2, and you'll be eligible for all the milestones. So as I said, if you have a full alliance, that means each person needs to put up at least 500 points, which is the equivalent of about 17 envelopes. Of course, it doesn't break even because it's 30 points going into 500. So it's, you know, 16 and change. So everyone would have to donate or gift out 17 of their envelopes. However, as I mentioned, everybody gets 32 envelopes. So as long as everybody gifts all of their envelopes, not a problem at all. And again, there's no reason not to gift these. It's totally free. You get them, you got 8 just from the in-game mail, and you'll get 24 more from logging in. So it's a total of 32 envelopes at 30 points apiece. There's no reason why everybody shouldn't be gifting them all out, of course. So therefore, it should be pretty easy for essentially any alliance to be able to get all these milestones. And I'll go through these real quick because for the most part, they are exactly the same. So again, just this first milestone, you get one of the greater envelopes. Moves forward to a level 2 team potion. This is the only change, and I like that the special calendar got that 1,000 5-star shard boost, but this is the only change, and I honestly don't understand why they did it, compared to last year. So again, this is milestone number 3 for 4,000 points, and you get a level 3 Alliance Revive. Pretty cool, right? Except that last year, for the same thing, for 4,000 points, milestone number 3, you got a level 3 team revive instead of a solo revive. Again, I don't really know why they needed to change. Like, they obviously intentionally had to go in and change that. So, I don't know. I don't know why they would have reduced that. Oops, sorry about that. Let me get these both away. Not sure why this is doing this. Go away. There we go. Sorry about that. So I don't honestly understand why they would have changed that from a team revive to a solo revive, because then everything else is exactly the same. You get 2 greater envelopes for milestone 4, 2 solo level 3 revives for milestone 5, again, same as last year. 3 of the level 3 team potions, same as last year. 3 greater red envelopes, same as last year. And then the top prize are 9,000 tier 2 alpha frags, same as last year. So literally all of this is exactly the same, except for milestone 3, which got a reduction. I don't know why. I mean, it's all free stuff, so it's kind of hard to complain. But it's just so odd. It's just so random that they would have changed this one thing, this one milestone, and made it worse. I don't get it. I mean, again, like I said, they did make a change to the special calendar that technically really made one change, which was increasing the 5-star shards by 1,000. So, I mean, I guess it's a fair trade. Like, again, I can't really complain. That is the nice thing about this event, is that if you so choose, except for this other little wrinkle, which I'm going to talk about in a second, it's totally free. This is 100% free. Again, you get all the tickets just from logging in. You can gift them to whoever you want. If you don't have a badge, they give you a badge. Yeah, this is totally free. And I've always liked that they do this, especially coming off of the holiday gifting event, which is so money-driven and units-driven, that this is a nice change of pace just for everybody to be able to participate without having to contribute anything. Except for this year. I'm going to have to splice in pretty much right about now, but I'm guessing we got the notification one day early, but I got one on my phone earlier that was saying that there would be red envelopes that were included in the daily specials. Okay, so I am back. It is now Monday morning. I was fully prepared just to have this be real fast and say, hey, there's been, you know, an envelope or 2 added to the daily specials, so most likely it's not really worth it enough to go for them. However, I am kind of pleasantly surprised. It even warranted an in-game mail, so you know that there's actually a decent bump up, and sure enough there is. So as it points out, for the next 2 weeks, today is Monday the 4th, so we'll run all the way through this week, and then all the way through next week as well. There are bonus items added to the daily special offers, so it's definitely more than just the envelopes. For Monday through Saturday, this week and next, as you can see, some of the stuff is still the same, of course, either 1 class crystal or 1 Grandmaster class crystal based on the deal. The normal special does get 1 red envelope, so that is the regular one. However, the Grandmaster special actually gets a greater red envelope, which I was surprised. I didn't think they'd be giving out any extra of those, even if you are spending real money. And again, I figured that would just be it. But as you can see by the numbers there, everything got a nice little boost, from tier 4 CC frags, 4-star shards, the 5-star shards. I mean, again, it's not huge compared to the normal $5 offers that are available, but it's still a little bit of a bump up, so it all counts. And then Sunday, since if you look at the specials, you know that they are not class related, those are similarly bumped up. Again, 1 red envelope or 1 greater envelope based on if you get the normal special or the uncollected special. And then all that stuff goes up too. The catalysts, the catalyst frags, tier 2 alpha frags, tier 4 basic frags, everything goes up. Again, not a huge amount, but Certainly enough, again, to warrant me recording this little bit and for them to send out an in-game mail. So just to sort of put it into picture form, today is the first day. It's Monday, so it's always tech. So like for the uncollected special, the Grandmaster special, you get the Grandmaster Tech Crystal, 1 Greater Red envelope, 2888 Tier 4 Tech Frags, 2888 Tier 4 Basic Frags, 388 Tier 2 Alpha Frags, and 188 5-star shards. So I don't know if I'll go for it every single day, but I'll probably pick up a couple extra ones here and there just because all this stuff is extra. You know, all of the normal amounts got boosted, and you get a Greater Red envelope, which hopefully... oh, and they even did the drop rates. Actually, this does need to be an important thing to record and add in, because I don't believe that those were available when I was looking at them yesterday. Still don't know the amounts, so we don't know if they've been buffed based on last year, since the description looks exactly the same. But it is nice to see that they did include the drop rates on these, and I guess now that they are available to purchase from these daily specials, they had to, so that is a good touch right there. But there you go. So you have an even shot of getting 5-star shards and premium shards, units in gold, and so then it looks like the most likely thing tied for a Tier 4 CC Frag Crystal, which probably is 8 of them from what I remember from last year, and ISO 8, which they're saying up above is either Tier 4 or Tier 5, class specific. Again, I would assume that you would get 8 pieces of that as well. So I am looking forward to this. And so I'm glad that they did the drop rates, and I wanted to show off the daily specials. So there you go. Hopefully that is a good breakdown of this entire event for you. I'll have a link to the forum post down in the description below, but this should have covered everything for you. I hope so. If you have any questions, of course, throw them down in the comment section below, or hit me up on Twitter if you're friends with me online, etc., etc. By all means, let me know. But hopefully this was a straightforward breakdown of the entire event. Of course, if you are friends with me in game, or if you want to, gift anything, I will keep my friends list open as much as I possibly can. Of course, unlike the other gifting event, there are a finite number of envelopes to give out, and of course, I would like to be able to give some out to pretty much my whole alliance, which only leaves me with a few left over. But we'll see how it goes. So. Not expecting anyone to gift me anything. Again, a few people already have, and I definitely say thank you to that. I'll try my best to hit up as many people as possible and to gift back and what have you. So anything you all want to send is greatly appreciated. I can't guarantee I can send anything back, but maybe something of a units equivalent or something like that. And most likely, no matter what, I'll be just saving everything up and doing one big opening towards the end of the event in another week and a half or so as the event starts winding down. But for now, that will wrap it up. So thank you for watching. Again, hopefully this was informative to those who have not done this event before, as well as those who have, just to see the differences compared from, say, last year to this year. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, be sure to ring the bell so you get notified whenever I go live or new content gets added to the channel. Aside from that, thank you everybody for watching, take care, and I will see you next time.